Hello, I'm Tom from carpfeed.com. Today is a very exciting day. In front of me, a trio of Daiwa Emblem 45 SCW QD-OT reels. Quite a mouthful, and Daiwa love putting long names on their reels for me to remember when I'm doing videos about them, but these do their talking with their looks. Absolutely stunning looking reels. We first saw these on Daiwa's website. I think we put them on our own website and the response was a unanimous love for them, and we knew that we had to get some in the studio and just have a look at them. And quite frankly, I've been drooling over them all morning whilst filming them. I've got three of them in front of me here, and I could just imagine them on a setup. They've got that classic gold spool, which if you're a Daiwa fan, then you'll recognize that from reels like the SS2600 and the smaller variants of that from the 1980s. But then you've got a sleek modern body, but with sort of understated matte black finish, that timeless folding handle and a rosewood knob on the end of it there. So these have got classic design cues, but they're a thoroughly modern reel. As you reel them in, they don't sound like a coffee grinder like those older Daiwa reels certainly can. These are thoroughly modern, as I say. We'll dive into that tech spec now and see what you get for your money.
So what do you get if you hand over 225 quid in your local tackle shop for one of these? Well, you get a nice big green box, and inside you get a spare spool. There are two different spools with this reel. There's an LC and an LD. LC is long cast, holds about 300 metres of 0.35mm line. The LD is long distance, and that holds 530 metres of the same diameter. Also in here you've got an exploded diagram of all the complicated bits that hopefully you won't have to touch. And there's a washer or two, which is probably to do with line lay, but we haven't read the instructions just yet. And then you get the main event. This is the beautiful reel itself. So I think you can probably tell that our first impressions of this reel are pretty damn positive. Now, we haven't been out on the bank yet with these reels. As you can tell, there's no mud or grime on them whatsoever. But on paper, they look pretty impressive, full of Daiwa technology that's at the cutting edge. They've got that 45mm spool depth, which is what Daiwa says is ideal for long-range casting, and the SCW part of that stupidly long name stands for slow cross wrap. That's all to do with oscillation. Now, super slow oscillation is very much in vogue with carp anglers at the moment, but the problem with ultra slow oscillation is that sometimes the line can lay on top of line that's already on the spool, and that can cause problems when you come to cast. So slow cross wrap is a cross wrapping technology so that it doesn't lay line directly on what's already on the spool. You've also got the QD, which is very responsive. It turns from free running to locked up and vice versa very quickly indeed. In fact, so quickly it might catch some people out if you're not used to Daiwa's QD spools. That folding handle is a must for many anglers, but it does add a bit of extra weight over the less flashy black version of this reel. It adds an extra 30 grams, so whether you can feel that or not in the hand when carp fishing is probably debatable, but just bear that in mind. And these are in shops now, priced at 225 quid. Hopefully, we'll have a longer term test once we've taken them out on the bank. For more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more videos from carpfeed.com's YouTube channel.